Played the game for 3 fucking hours. Didn't beat the game.
I played it.
Then recorded that shit. And then it was like, oh, but I'm dying.
On the inside and externally because zombies.
Yeah.
Zombie!
Zambos.
What's the big, big?
The big.
Ice machine, what at the hockey rinks?
Zamboni?
Zamboni, okay. In my head it was Zambini, and I'm like, I know that's not right.
No. It's not Zoombeanies either. They have a logical journey.
What? Welcome back to the Bad Gamecast. This is Jake.
Jason.
And this time we played Umbrella Corps.
The Umbrella Cop.
That'd be more interesting.
Actually, probably.
Do you just go after specifically umbrella-based crimes or crimes against umbrellas?
Ooh, it's gotta be umbrella crimes. However you determine that to be a thing, that's up to you.
I just assume the Penguin's your number one arch nemesis? Right? No, what's the... Oh my god, brain work! No!
And there it all falls to shit. Alright, we made it so far, folks. We tried so hard. And in the end, it didn't even matter.
No. Stop that shit.
I was wondering when you were going to catch on to what I was doing.
Alright, Umbrella Corps. Developed and published by Capcom. Released 2016. Other games released in 2016. I have written down somewhere. Mighty Number 9, remember that sweet-ass game. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Far Cry Primal, and Owlboy.
Hoot, hoot, motherfucker.
This was released
I believe that's the tag, right, for Owlboy?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Released on, we played this on PS4.
Was that what we played it on? I don't remember at this point.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure it was released on Xbone as well.
Probably.
Oh, no, Windows.
I could have got this on my PC?
You could have.
I'll pass.
Yeah, no, I spent, and spoiler alert, but $5 on this, and it wasn't worth that. Alright, well, shit, take us through it!
Alright, so you play as nondescript, heroish character.
Oh, fuck, he has a number. What is it?
Yeah, right? He has a number, but not a name.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you're playing as this guy. You're part of the Umbrella Corps. You are tasked with... So it's Resident Evil, right? That's the one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's Resident Evil, like, zombies and everything. Whatever virus their virus is.
Well, because this covers such a wide span of time, I suppose that the virus that it is changes.
I don't know. I don't know their lore that well.
I mean, I find the Resident Evil lore more interesting than I find the Resident Evil games.
Sure.
And I know it starts with the T-virus. Some of the later levels you're in Spain where it's the Las Plagas. And then it's repetitive blur at that point. I don't...
Yeah, I have no idea. So, you assumedly are an agent for the Umbrella Corps. And, like, your job is to collect samples of the virus at, like, outbreaks. Right? Right?
Yeah, dear listeners, I know you can't hear my blank stare, but that sounds right.
Yeah, I mean, because you go to the first level and it's like, collect so many DNA samples, which literally just equates to, like, kill 20 enemies.
Yeah, and then pick up the highlighted drop.
Yeah. And then sometimes you're relaying back information, setting up towers to relay information, and it's all very, very boring. There's 3 types of levels. There's the kill them all and collect the bits that they drop, which is just usually it's kill 20, sometimes it's kill 30 enemies. There is a, like, defend the area. You go around, you set up 3, I think it's usually 3, but you set up a, like, data teleporter signal
Yeah, it's
thing.
like a satellite uplink or something, and you have to defend it while it does its thing.
Yeah, so you have to defend it for like 30 seconds. And then there's pick up the briefcases, which is like there'll be 3-ish briefcases scattered around the level, and they'll be more closely defended.
Yeah, with usually zombies milling about, although sometimes dogs.
Yep. So there's only 3 things. Those are the 3 modes. And then there are like 4 or 5 levels that we got to.
Let's think. We had the opening, like, office building,
Yep.
and then Spain, and then, like, rooftops,
The like rooftop place, Spain.
and then, like, dirtier Spain.
What? Are you talking about the one that was like Brazil?
Was it?
Or is it Africa? No, it was Africa because it was African wild dogs.
Oh, right, in Africa.
I don't know, man.
The levels that we played are so distinct, we're having an easy time remembering them.
Yeah, and they were a lot easier to remember right after we had played this instead of having to go, come back and re-record because of fucking technical glitches and shit.
Technical difficulties!
Yeah, I don't know how many times that's going to end up in the episode because I'm going to have to cobble this all together, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm sure you will all end up with an enjoyable thing at the end. Unlike this game. So those are the only game modes, and there's like 3 game modes, like 5 levels, and it's so repetitive, so very quickly. It starts out completely not hard at all, and then occasionally just ramps up in difficulty, seemingly out of nowhere for no real reason, just like, hey, here's the thing, you're dying now.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if you're supposed to be some super soldier or some fucking regular dude who only has a number, and you're covered in, like, SWAT gear and, like, armor and shit, except that when a zombie lumbers into you, you take, 2-3 hits, and then you die.
Yep, 2 to 3 hits from any enemy, and you're dead. Except for birds. Birds, it takes, like, 5 hits, except birds can hit you from anywhere at any time. Because that's the magic of birds.
Oh, like, sometimes when you're in a building and one's just suddenly on your head. Mm-hmm. Because it's funny.
Like, hey, I'm pecking you, and you're like, where did you come from, zombie bird?
And then suddenly dogs and a dude with a fucking axe. You're like, what the fuck?
And then you're dead. You get to start the level over.
Yeah, unless it was something with multiple stages, and then you get to start all the way at the beginning.
Yeah, you get to start the whole level over.
Good shit.
Yeah. Great design. It's boring and bad.
There is one thing we missed, the online.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even try that.
No, we couldn't because, like I said, I had this on PlayStation 4, and I wasn't dropping down the however the fuck much it is for PS Plus just so we could try this online.
Yeah, that was never going to happen.
No, and there is no possible fucking way that the online experience with playing with fucking randos is better than the single player experience in this case because it's all garbage.
Yeah. There's very few guns, and a lot of them don't feel very different.
No, they do not.
You don't get to choose your loadout, which is awful, because it's just like, there's a repeater pistol in the game, and I would much rather just have that plus a shotgun, like, all the time.
Oh, fuck yes. Yeah, so, like, the early stages, all of the guns that you get, your main weapon, as it were, are pickups. You get to find it. Although you do get that sweet-ass axe with a charge attack for some reason. Is it that set things on fire? Is that what its deal is?
Oh, the hyper axe?
Yeah.
You can charge it, and it, like, starts glowing fiery, but it doesn't actually, like, do anything, because it one-shots all enemies.
Yeah, like, I didn't understand why it glowed. And because you get such a wild arcing swing with that, like, it makes it so much easier to just, like, pistol whip shit, and it's so much faster.
Because often your character would, like, jump and swing it back over their head before hitting the opponent. You would often get hit before you actually killed them.
And remember, 2 to 3 hits and you die.
Yeah. Unless you find some of that delicious herb.
Oh yeah, there's herb all over.
Yeah. It's dumb as shit.
I mean, at least they kept with the Resident Evil theme.
I guess.
So where do you want to start? The weird perspective, the fuck ugly graphics.
God, I tried to forget that.
Yeah.
It's third-person perspective, but it might as well be first-person because it's basically third-person perspective from the parrot on your shoulder.
Yeah, well, kind of, because the parrot's like, 3 inches back, so your big ugly dome and shoulder takes over most of the side of the screen.
Yeah. And so, like, it's just really weird feeling because it's not first-person, but it sure as heck doesn't feel third-person either.
I don't know what a second-person view would be, but this falls so in between first and third. Because, yeah, God, it's like the left third of the screen is your character.
Yeah. As well as, like, the bottom section and then up to your arm, which is holding the gun. And it's, like, weirdly, like, why do you take up so much of this fucking screen?
Yeah, that was just It's weird. It's a weird design choice. Even if this is just like some shitty pump it out cash grab game,
which it definitely feels like it is.
Why would you have it look like that?
I don't know. I don't know if they were afraid of actually going first person, because Resident Evil's never been first person, right?
The latest one was.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, 7 is first person.
Sure. When I think Resident Evil, I think third person.
Sure.
So I don't know if they were like afraid that if they were like, it's a first person shooter, would scare away their fans that they were trying to trick into buying this game.
I don't know. I don't understand why it looks like it does. Like, this was released 2016. It does not look like it came out in 2016.
No, it looks very boring. Like, the graphic, everything is just awful. It's muddied and awful.
Yeah, yes, and there's not, like, zombie variety. First off, the zombies change depending on the stage that you're in. But, like, African zombies are African zombies throughout. Your office worker zombies are office worker zombies. Between there and the rooftop level, they're all the same. Plus dogs there.
The pile of bile that all the enemies die
is
always the same across every single enemy, always.
When you kill a zombie, they melt into this pile of viscera. And sometimes, if the stars are right, and every third zombie that you kill, another zombie comes out of the wreckage and forms a new zombie fully clothed and everything. Which is weird, but I'm not even questioning that. That's fucking whatever, right?
Yeah, sure, why not? It's your stupid zombie game. You make the rules.
Is it? If I was making a stupid zombie game, it'd play a whole lot more like Killing Floor 2.
Well, yeah, no, it's not your zombie. It's Capcom's zombie game. They get to make whatever rules they want, and they decided zombies reassemble themselves out of piles of intestines, which apparently fill your entire body. Like, your arms are just filled with intestines.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah, Capcom said so.
That's how humans go. It's been a minute since we played this, so I'm trying to think of, like, what's some of the other shit that was wrong with this game besides it's ugly, it's repetitious, it isn't fun to play.
I mean, that's it.
Oh, your boy Random Number has to make a comment every other time you pick something up.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
this
super
one's
fucking
mine.
Oh.
This one what, my dude?
Yeah, you're the only one here. I mean, everybody else is dead, even if they're shambling.
Yeah, he tries to be snarky and cool, I guess, except it doesn't come off at all.
Gotta say, I was disappointed. Not in the quality of this game. Like, I know what we do.
Yeah.
I had this mistaken for, I think it's a Wii game, where it's just an on-rail shooter. I thought that's what we were in for when we started this.
It was not. It was much worse.
I would have preferred that so much more.
I would have preferred basically anything that wasn't this.
And an on-rail shooter's pretty fucking boring.
Often. Whatever. Is that good? We good?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, it appears to be working again. So, technical difficulties. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Woo!
So if this ends up being a little bit hodgepodge mismatch, a little bit of cuts here and there, you may missed some of our final ramblings. It's hard to say. Basically, our recording thing crashed while we were talking, so it's hard to say where we lost it. Anyway, long story short, recommendations are don't play this game.
And no.
It's bad. It's uninteresting, and they didn't try, so why should you? Yeah.
Yep.
That moves us to other parts of this podcast. Usually this part of the podcast, we answer letters. Letters from listeners. Listeners like, I don't know, I would say you, but none of you send me any letters anymore.
Aww. Dear listeners, please send Jason a letter. That way he can stop crying himself to sleep at night.
I need them. I want them. So, yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, ideas, concepts, anything you want us to answer, thebadgamecast@gmail.com. We read them up, serve them hot and fresh, except for the fact that we record, like, potentially up to 3 to 5 weeks in advance. So, I don't know if I'd still call them hot and fresh.
Well, hot and fresh when we get them, not when they hear them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Count it.
All right, so instead of talking about nothing that you didn't send us, we're going to talk real quick about some stuff that we've been playing recently because, as the ever kind of just changing stuff, what games we're playing at any given time changes.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I've been playing, and I know Jake has been playing some, Magic. Not necessarily the card game version, although I still play the card game version a fair amount, but the online versions of Magic Arena and MTGO. I probably play more on MitGo than I do on Arena, although it almost assuredly is concluded by the time this comes out. I've been playing a lot of Vintage Cube because it's my favorite. It's dumb and it's fun and it's a whole bunch of nonsense.
I would play more Paper, but you're the only person that I would have to play with, I think. Unless I want to force the girls to play something. My kids just don't seem that into it, which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise them to be nerds yet. They just don't know it yet.
I mean, I know a few other people who play, but not a lot. And it's one of those things where it's like just getting people together to play. And what would we, it's, if we want to play a certain format, then it's weird. If you want to play a multiplayer format, then you're looking at usually people kind of get together and play Commander, which is fine. I enjoy Commander. But then like Commander has wildly different power levels and different people have different amounts of decks. I've got 10, I think, ranging in power level from one that's mostly a pile of cards to one that usually tries to win the game between turns 3 and 5.
Yeah, see, where I don't have any commander decks, and I've got all of my old shitty cards from when I used to play 15 years ago, and then the new decks that I bought, which are okay at the very best.
Yeah.
And not commander.
Yeah, and so it's like even building a commander deck from your cards probably wouldn't be that good or have much of like a direction.
It would be like if we were to sit down and play now, like I'm not in it to win, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just the two of us. Have some fun. It's cool.
But that's like usually you want to play commander with like 4-ish people. You get more, it's okay, but not as good. Because if you're playing with like 6 or 7, which you absolutely can, it starts to push that issue where like you can have your turn and then it'll be 5 to 10 minutes before you get another turn. Cool. Lot of downtime.
That sucks.
Yeah. Which is one of the things is like if I want to play, I'd rather play with people who know the game really well, just because the more you know all the cards and interactions, the faster the games tend to move, because you don't have to stop and be like, okay, what does that do? What is this? You just go.
Yeah.
You do this, I'm going to do that. Pass turn. Oh, okay.
It's weird being relatively new or like just back to it.
Yeah.
That is one of my biggest issues with Arena, because I pretty much just play Arena. Is that if you get someone with a bad connection or someone who's like overthinking all of their moves, which isn't bad, but like because on Arena you only have the emote, so I don't know what they're doing. So sometimes it's just like they're taking 5 minutes and I'm just dying. For fuck's sake, do something.
And sometimes they're just BMing you.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I'm going to lose, so I'm just going to take as much time as possible. I've had people do that where like I had a clearly destroying them type board and they just like left. And so it burned through all like 4 of their timeouts in a row and then timed them out again. And then on the next turn, they timed out one more time. Because if you time out 2 turns in a row, it automatically kicks you out. But yeah, they just sat there forever.
That's shitty.
Yeah, it's absolutely shitty.
Like, I don't care what you're playing. It's not that big a deal. Just like take the L and fucking move on.
Yeah, I Gates blazed all his merfolk. He was very unhappy about this.
Those were words.
Yeah. Boo-hoo-hoo, you lost to a joke deck. Get over it, dude.
Well, besides Magic, I mean, I keep going back to Baba Is You. I'm not making any progress with where I'm at, and like I don't want to look up any of the puzzle solutions because
no, absolutely not.
Once you look up one, you're gonna look up the fucking rest of them. I'm not doing it. I want to figure it out, and a lot of them, there's so many different ways you can go about it anyway.
Yeah.
God, that's a good game, but man, it is fucking pull your own fingernails out frustrating. Otherwise, I've been on the Switch a lot. Smash here and there, trying to get all of the gold stars and all of the CCs on Mario Kart, just because I still haven't finished that. I recently got the Tetris 99 fucking DLC, but it really just boils down to an offline mode.
Yeah. I've been playing Dota 2, kind of. I've been playing Auto Chess, which is technically a mod for Dota 2.
All right, but I wouldn't say you were playing Dota 2.
Which
you
is...
just have to have Dota 2 to play Auto Chess.
A game that is a full game built from a mod for... I can't remember if it was StarCraft or Warcraft first, but it's a mod for those that then became its own game. Then this is a mod for, which Valve recently-ish announced that they're going to be making their own standalone version of auto chess.
Yeah, and that I'm kind of excited for.
Yeah, I hope that it's free, because like Dota 2 is free, and auto chess is just, a mod for it, so it's free. So I'm really hoping that the actual factual version, that's just auto chess is also free, with just all their same tons of microtransactions for like skins and couriers and stuff, and nothing that actually like changes the game, but is, the same, like, ooh, look what I got. I'm all shiny.
As much as I've heard about auto chess and how fucking fun it is, and like not just from you, I've heard it from other people as well. I mean, I figure if they didn't want to do a free to play, they wanted to charge money for it. I've got about like a $10 limit. Like if you want to charge $9.99, I talk good. I'm probably okay with that, depending on the platform.
Yeah, so it's obviously going to be on Steam. I assume it's probably going to be free. We'll see. They might charge. If they do, I wouldn't be surprised if it was only $5 to $10.
See, I could have swore they were working on a mobile version.
And here's where the people who made the mod have made a mobile version, right? It already exists. You can play it right now. The mobile version is slightly different than the computer version. It doesn't use any of the exact names of the Dota stuff.
Sure.
And then, it's got all its microtransactions. Basically, they met with Valve to talk about a standalone version on the PC. And the people who made the mobile version and the actual mod for the Dota decided that they were just going to keep the Dota mod and then the mobile version, and they were going to spend most of their time on the mobile version. So Valve themselves are making the standalone auto chess for the PC.
Isn't it it's like a small Chinese team, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Like they're trying to funnel their resources into what's going to make them more, which will be...
The mobile version is almost assuredly going to make them more money. Just the amount of microtransactions they can get from mobile devices, especially in like the Asian countries, because obviously they are a Chinese team, just like in China. I'm sure they can do way better on that than trying to hit the PC market, whereas obviously Valve owning Steam and like everything already exists so heavily in the PC market that they don't have to do a lot. So I think it's probably a pretty good solution for everyone involved. I am curious to see what Valve does going about it. And it's funny because, as people have already said, and is going to be true almost no matter what, the auto chess is going to crush whatever Artifact tried to do.
Artifact,
you think so? Artifact is also Dota-based, is a Dota-based card game.
It's Dota-based?
I believe is the skins of like
I know
the theming, obviously.
All nothing about it.
The actual gameplay doesn't have anything to do with Dota, but I believe the like names of the cards and stuff are all Dota stuff.
Okay.
But no one plays Artifact.
Well, can you?
I don't know.
I thought that, and I'm sure I'm very wrong on this, I thought they had halted what they were doing so they could fix it.
Oh, yeah, because no one played it.
Yeah, and I didn't know if...
It was a hot, steaming mess that, made them some money, but then people entirely just stopped playing it.
Yeah, but interim, I didn't know if you could still play it as they were doing that.
Don't know, but...
Also, the lead developer, the dude from Magic, like, he did the initial groundwork and then stepped the fuck away, right?
I don't actually know who helped them on...
I can't think of the fucking guy's name. I know it could be that, like, I've been up since fairly early this morning. It could be that playing Umbrella Corps has ruined my mind.
That definitely is true.
And, while you're looking that up, I had said before, like, anytime we can get together and play a game and then immediately record is always a better time. And I was wrong because this sucked and it wasn't fun.
It was not.
Anyway, who was it?
It was partially designed by Dr. Richard Garfield, the guy who designed Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Richard Garfield, I guess, if you're at all in most of the gaming spaces, he designed Magic the Gathering. He was, like, from the beginning. He's no longer with Wizards. Now he's done a couple different board games. He does
This is a couple different card games.
Yeah, like he just does game design. That's what he does. Android Netrunner, what's the King of Tokyo? This is all stuff that like he's designed. He does game design. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, so that's, seeing that he helped them design Artifact, and I've seen it played, I know people who actually had it. It didn't look bad as a like concept. It was actually kind of cool. And then just like some of the balancing and the economy of the game were real not good. And so it just kind of fell on its face.
Yeah, I remember hearing that it sucked. And I had thought that Richard Garfield being on board with it was one of the selling points.
Yep.
But then after they were doing some shit to rebalance and fix it, and please, dear God, play this game and give us money, I haven't heard shit about it since. I mean, not that it's saying a lot, because I listen to a lot of game podcasts, and one or three of them, I'm sure, have mentioned it here and there.
Yeah, I mean, so it's, an interesting thing where you look at its, like, scores, and it received generally positive scores. It generally got an 8 out of 10 or higher from almost every, like, review source. But it just didn't have anything near the staying power. Initial launch, it had the player count of, like, active player count of, like, 60,000. It's, like, first month. And then it dropped to, like, 1,000 in 2 months' time.
Damn.
Yeah. So they did okay, and then it just fell off a cliff. And I think part of that was the barrier to entry being surprisingly high. And that's the thing with auto chess, right? If you wanted to try auto chess, you have to download Dota 2, install the auto chess mod, which is literally just clicking a button in Dota 2, and then you click play auto chess.
Yeah, but, like, I can see how somebody could think that's a pain in the ass, but it's free. Whereas Artifact was not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Auto chess, absolutely free. There's no investment, which is super nice that, like, you can play, and, like, even if you suck, it doesn't matter. Because you didn't pay anything for it. You're not throwing real money away. You're just throwing away some time, and hopefully you're having a good time, even if you suck. Which I love. And it's part of why I like some things in Arena, because it feels less, real. But then, like, once you're actually spending money, like real world money on gems to play drafts, and if you fail those drafts, all of a sudden, like, you're throwing money away, and that's the real feel bads.
I believe this was episodes ago. I was playing Warframe.
Yeah.
And after 50, 60 hours or however much time I put into it, I think I spent maybe $20.
Sure.
Maybe if that. And, at a certain hour level, I don't care if I spend money on something and it doesn't go anywhere. So, like, at this point, if I was to spend $5-10 on Arena, well, that's fine. I know fully damn well if I'm drafting, I'm going to lose. I'm just throwing money away. But I don't care because I still don't, I enjoy the process. Yeah. And that's fine. But I'm also not, I'm no whale. Nor do I have the bank account for it. No one's getting rich off of my ass.
Yeah, it's part of my eternal struggle with Arena is their pricing. Because they set, the price for a draft is basically $10, which is the price of a real draft. Like, physical in paper where you get to keep the cards.
I wondered that.
It's the same price, basically. Until you buy, like, the boat ton of gems, and then it's, like, $9.
Ooh.
Because of those savings. And it just doesn't feel great to me, because, like, the cards aren't real. I have no way to get anything from them. Ever. Other than maybe some more magic. But, as it's still kind of up in the air what's going to happen come, like, standard rotation, because that has yet to happen with Arena. So that'll be this fall. We'll see what happens when half of people's, like, collection suddenly becomes not standard legal. That's a thing. And how much that's a grind. I personally would wish that if they, tooled the rewards down the same level so that, like, you weren't getting the ridiculous rewards they give you now, but, like, if they tuned down the rewards and just made drafts like $4, they would probably get a significant amount more of my money. Like $4 or $5, I'd totally be in. Because if I could draft twice for $10, I would draft on Arena all the time and never worry about drafting in paper, which I guess maybe is the thing. They don't want to completely kill local game stores, but the rest of the policies say they're trying their damnedest.
Yeah, I'm not sure what like the cash breakdown is because I've only done the one draft and it was on stream.
And it was a nightmare. Oh my God. I need to go back and I haven't gone back and watched it from the beginning. I need to though, because I only caught parts of your draft and I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, no, it sucked and that's okay. Like I knew that going into it and that's fine. This is how we learn, right? But I also like got their $5 welcome bundle and it got enough to cover everything, which is great. I don't want to spend $5 to do that or $10 to do that again though, because I know I'm going to lose.
Because at $5, maybe it's not a horrible time, but at $10, like if you get no gems back, you're throwing $10 in and getting digital cards that you might not just want at all.
Yeah, and that's like at this point, as many hours as I've put in, I don't mind, but I'm not using any gems that I would get from the money that I spend to do a draft because I know how that's going to go. Like I'd probably just buy packs with it because hearing that sound and then the cards flip out, yay! Yeah, it's not the same as like real life. Oh man, I forgot when I bought those decks how much I missed the smell of new cards. God, that's so good.
So you're saying we need to do like an in-person draft?
I'm down. I can find $10 to do that.
I mean, you don't even necessarily need to. I still have over a box of that one set, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
no, I just thought you meant like local game store.
I mean, we absolutely can, but I also have like 50 packs.
Now, I know you had talked about doing that before.
Yeah, it's just getting people. We need at least 4 more people. I'm not drafting with less than 6. So we need 4 more people.
Yeah, I mean, I could think of a couple people at work, but you all know them too, or you know them all too, so yeah.
So it's just a matter of we would have to find 4 more people and then find a day where everyone is free for at least like 3 hours. It's the same problem that I have with D&D is like I know some people who are like, I'd be interested. And I'm like, okay, does this day work? And one person's like, yeah. And then everyone else is no. What about this day? 2 other people are like, yeah. And everyone else is no. And I'm like, I don't know what you people want.
I mean, that's why I personally haven't sat down and had a running campaign for a long time. It's just like between activities with the kids and then when I was working a second job, like, guys, I really want to play, but I do not have the time.
Yeah, I don't know. If I gotta try to find another game, because I've been missing D&D something like mad. Because I was in campaigns basically on and off. I didn't have more than probably a month where I wasn't for nearly, what was that, 7 years?
Damn.
Yeah, I like D&D a lot, and I miss it. I miss it so.
Oh, shit. When, was that last campaign you were running?
Yes.
Because I had that one, and then I had another one with, a bunch of people. And then, like, ours was done.
Yeah, well, timing issues, and you all dying a lot.
Whoa. I mean, yeah, I died at the end, too. But I died last, so fuck it.
Champion.
But my, I had other, like I just said, like I had a fucking second job and didn't have the time for my other campaign. And then, like they moved on and occasionally like they'd be like, hey, we have an open spot again.
Yeah.
The fucking timing never works out, which sucks. But that's life.
I mean, that basically is when everyone's adults and everyone has different schedules with them and their kids and this and that, it becomes really difficult to line everyone's schedule up for 3 or 4 hours for a session.
You can just do what I did. I fucking made my kids play. That was awesome, though. Like, they fucking enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're like, well, what do we do? And I'm like, whatever you want. And they're like, really? Yeah. I'm going to make you roll for it, but what do you want to do? And, like, as soon as that idea, like, really hit them, it was game fucking on. We had a good-ass time. Yeah. Of course, like, I had to, like, simplify it as much as possible for them.
Yeah. That's the... give it a couple years and maybe I'll actually potentially consider DMing a game for your family because that'd be hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Just the 3 of you trying to solve problems as I sit behind a screen and maniacally cackle at you.
It would solve. I ain't solving shit.
Oh, it'll solve you. All right, I think that's enough D&D and Magic talk. I'm a big fucking nerd. What up? Surprise. This
Hold the
is what
fuck
I
up.
do.
Are you? You lied to me?
Hang on. Let's pivot then. Let's just talk about sports.
Ugh, god damn it, I'm out.
That's my ultimate cover story is like, you know, people when you meet people for the first time, they're trying to evaluate like where you are, and if I'll just like start talking sports with them because I love sports, and so they'll just be like, yeah, he's like a sports person, and then it's not there at all when they're like trying to transition that, because, you know, they think, yeah, sports person, so he's like athletic and loves going outside and blah 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 and blah blah, and I'm like, no, I would much rather sit inside and play video games for like 12 hours at a time while I'm watching sports. They're like, oh, that's weird.
Yes, I don't get that, but I will wear like sports like hats because I don't have any sports shirts. Well, fuck, I do have that Longhorn shirt. Anyway, I will wear sports stuff just so people ask me about it because I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
I know. I've talked sports at you before.
Yeah, no, fucking eyes glaze over. Like, but I think that's hilarious. Especially in Columbus, you go into like some of the sport shops around here where it's all like OSU shit.
Yeah, because
and you wear
Columbus
anything,
is super into OSU.
Yeah, weird. But you wear anything that's not OSU in there, and they get all weird about it.
But yeah, they're like, the fuck?
Okay, but like I went in there with a Hawkeyes hat, and they're like, what? How about them Hawkeyes this season? And then like sports stuff, and I'm like,
well, I mean, if it was like last season, 2 seasons ago, when the Hawkeyes beat the Buckeyes in Iowa, it was one of our big losses.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They'd
Inevitably, someone at work will mention a game, and I'll hear Iowa, and then because I have that, well, I've got 2 Hawkeyes hats, and like I'll wear one of them, and then somebody will ask, well, like not so much anymore, people know better, but outside of there, like, what sports do you like? I don't know, fucking Quidditch? That's a thing, right?
It is. It's terrible. Don't watch intercollegiate Quidditch. Ugh.
What? No.
Like, that's a thing people do.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Ugh. No.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
I would rather watch professional tag. That looks like fun.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
I mean, I've seen that. I don't want to do it. I don't have the shape for it. That
You
seems
do
terrible.
not.
But I don't know. Like, I fucking smoke like a goddamn chimney if you let me. Like, I don't have the wind, right? I know. I get out of breath standing up and walking. Jesus. These puppies are fried. I know that. Yeah, Jesus. Let's be done.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've droned on for quite a while now, so hopefully the episode isn't too weirdly jarring. Where in the middle, basically, we stop talking about whatever shit game we played and just talk about like Magic and D&D for the next half hour. But before we go, I'm gonna fill you with our plugs.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that one.
I'm sorry about the way I worded that. Anyway.
Are you?
Wink. As I said earlier,
Sorry you're not filled with plugs right now.
drop any questions, comments, concerns, thebadgamecast@gmail.com.
It's a girl got into a cocksucking genocide career.
We'll answer them on air, unless you don't want us to. Then you can just say that, because otherwise I'll read them on air. If you want a more immediate talking point, hit me up on Twitter, @thebadgamecast. I think I mostly tweet back to people when I remember. I try to update when episodes come out. I was supposed to try to remember to update when we're streaming, but I forgot. So we'll see how that goes. If you want to see our terrible Facebook page, check out Facebook, The Bad Gamecast. It exists. I'll probably have it updated again by the time this hits.
Facecast the game book.
Yeah, whatever. It's the thing. You can check out Reddit. There's a subreddit for The Bad Gamecast. I believe we still don't have like any interactions other than that one time, that one person who I know, and I'm not gonna say their name right now.
Yeah,
but
not on
they know who they are.
Not on the subreddit itself, but
Well, yeah, you're out there talking on. We have an account for The Bad Gamecast. I should actually make personal accounts for each of us, but
probably.
yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna go that far, like I should change my Twitter to something too.
That's not a big deal. So yeah, you can check out. We got stuff on Reddit, and then I think that just leaves the Patreon. which, as always, if you have enjoyed what we do here or on Twitch, you can throw some shillings our way.
Did you do Twitch?
Did I say Twitch? I mean, I've mentioned it multiple times. It's always the one I forget, because I say it so often.
I got it. Patreon.
But yeah, if you like what we've done, you can throw us some money. It always helps. Every little bit helps to let us buy more games, play more games, both for this podcast and on Twitch.
On top of that, we don't have any subscription levels now, but if there's anything that you would like to see, please let us know.
We got that one $5 level, which says we might do bonus content, which we've actually talked about doing some in-depth discussion on games we actually like, as well as some other stuff.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded any of it as of standing right now, but we also don't have any Patreons, so no love lost.
Yep, but otherwise, anything else you can think of, we are open to all suggestions. If us playing user-suggested or listener-suggested games hasn't filled you in. I don't know why I said user.
They use us. They use us and abuse us.
Ooh. Oh my god. And all I could think of was, oh, hit me, daddy. God, I'm getting tired.
Well, that's just gotta be
the fuck up. You can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/thebadgamecast. Jason and I are live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Monday and Tuesday, we play random shit. Wednesday and Thursday, we have our race. As of this recording, we're doing Lichdom Battle Mage, but by the time this goes out, we will be done with that. Yeah, we're, one episode away?
Probably.
Right now, yeah. We should be done with it next week. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at JakePray, where I don't have as many awkward outbursts where people can find it easy. Instead, I record it, so you can listen to it. That's fun. Otherwise, I don't know. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Love it. For the Bad Gamecast, I've been Jake.
Jason.
I couldn't even fucking get it out. I don't know.
Come on, Jake. Whip it out.
Oh, whips now. We have a lot of pre-show banner. We don't need any after-show banner.
We don't need any banner. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck.